Creates, and today I'm going to be making an original character, a Queen Pony Custom. Taking a look at my design idea, they are called Queen Magda, and as you can see at the left hand side, I tried to think of like other name ideas and stuff, but I just stuck with Magda. They were my first name suggestions, so I just stuck with them. So under that we have the personality, so they're like a diva, kind of strict, very snobby, etc. Disgusted by everyone and every living thing. Okay, so they're quite a mean sort of queen, I guess, or just highly misunderstood, you know, maybe that's the case. So yes, they have a gold hoof, they have a wig, so I can remove the hair and stuff. So I can give them different hair colours and different hairstyles for different occasions, because they're a queen. And I also want to give them a removable tail as well, so I can change the colour of the tail and style, etc. I also written some of their likes and dislikes, so they like gifts and jewellery and clothes, and they like beheading ponies, lol. They hate getting told what to do because they're a queen, and they also hate children and babies. The inspiration for this character is the Queen of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Of course, that was my first inspiration. And there's this princess character in this Hans Christian Andersen story called The Swineherd. It's really good. You can check it out on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description box below on what I'm on about. So yeah, they're also part of the inspiration. I do have some more inspirations that I didn't write down, like the Queen of Hearts, obviously, and actually Queen Elizabeth from like Blackadder, like, oh, so good. So now let's make a start on making this character. Yee! So I'll be using a Princess Cadence pony for this character, and as you can see on the label it says a queen inspired by the queen from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Well, I wrote this like before I thought of a name, obviously, so I'm just going to remove that. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all of the mane from this pony. So I'm going to twist around the head and put it behind the wings like that, and now I can tie the hair up in this elastic. I'm just using a loom band here just to keep all of the hair together, just so hairs won't go everywhere when I cut it, like so. I'm trying to cut the hair as short as possible, trying to give them like a buzz cut here. So now I've cut the mane away from the pony, and I try to cut it as short as I can, and it looks like this. I am now going to be using my little hairdryer here to soften up the head and around the neck, which is also an important area to try to soften up, to remove the head away from the body. And as you can see, the head is now squishy enough to remove, so I'm just going to remove it. And this was really straightforward and easy. I've never removed a head so fast and easy like that before, so wow. So now I'm taking my scissors and I'm putting them in the neck plug of the head of the pony to try to scrape around in there to remove all of the glue and all of the hair plugs. I'm now using some tweezers to pull out all of the hair plugs and all of the glue from the head of the pony. So now that that is done, I have a nice clean head on the outside and on the inside. I'm now cutting off the tail from the pony, and I did forget to tie the tail up in a loom band, so yeah, I was meant to tie the tail up in a loom band then cut it off, but I forgot to tie it up, and just yeah. So now the tail looks like this, a little stub. So now I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to try and push the little stub in to the body of the pony. After I have done that, I'm now going to be using the scissors to loosen up the wings of the pony, so I can just shovel them up to get rid of them, as this pony is actually a unicorn character and not an alicorn, so I need to get rid of these wings. And I'm also using great force of my hands to rip off the wings as well, and here they both are. Now I can see the rest of the tail from the inside of the body, so now I'm just going to simply pull it out. Now it is time to use the Super Strength Nail Polish Remover, and it has to have 99% of acetone in it for this to work. I like to pour it into the lid, and I use a cotton pad to dunk it in to remove the cutie mark. Now I'm going to be using some Das clay to put into the back of the pony, as there is a hole there from when I removed the wings. And to help me sculpt this in shape, I'm using some water and this clay moulding tool that I got from Wilkinson's. Now here is what the finished sculpted back now looks like. And to get rid of all of the little specks of clay, I'm just going to use my acetone cotton pad just to clean it up a bit, to get rid of all of the little specks of clay. So once the back is hardened and dried, I am now going to be painting this pony using some white acrylic paint, as this is a white pony, so yeah. So I'm using some paintbrushes to hold the head and the body in place while I paint it. So this is going to take multiple coats. So what you do is you paint the pony with one coat, wait for it to dry, and then you have to paint it again. And I think I do about 5 or 6 coats of paint all together for this pony, which is quite a lot. And to speed up the process of the paint drying, you can use like a hairdryer to dry the paint faster. So yeah, that's a little tip for you to tuck into bed at night. So yeah. So this is what the first coat of paint looks like on the pony, and I am going to be painting the rest of the layers off camera. So when all of the layers of paint were painted, it looks like this. And as you can see, I did pencil in the details of the cutie mark and other little details as well, and the eyeliner wing too. Now I'm going to go into my acrylic paints to paint in all of the details. The cutie mark is meant to be like a stained glass window, and I did do the majority of the painting off camera as it is pretty hard to do on camera. And I did paint the cutie mark on both sides as well. For the little heart and dot detail on the neck area, I did use like a pen to paint that in since it's so tiny. So I used a pen, I put like acrylic paint on the end of the pen and I just like painted it in basically. So yeah, that's how I did that. For the gold hooves of the pony, I'm going in with yellow acrylic paint since that's like a cartoony take on the colour gold, I think, and I really like the colour yellow as well. So yeah, it doesn't bother me that it's not like actually gold, but it's like the cartoony take on the colour gold. So yeah. Now that I've completely finished painting the body of the pony, it is time to move on to the head. So the eye colour of this pony is this emerald green colour, and I did try to do like a little bit of like a colour variation of like a lighter green on like the highlighted bit as well, and it turned out looking like this. Now I'm going to paint in the winged eyeliner off camera as that seems a very technical thing and I kind of want it to look as best as I can, so I'm going to do that off camera. This is a little glimpse of what the winged eyeliner turned out to look like, and I did try to paint like the inner ear of this like greyish black colour, but like I didn't really like it, so later on I do end up like painting over it white because I just didn't like it in the end. So yeah. And here is a better look at what the winged eyeliner turned out to look like, and I did use some red acrylic paint to paint in some lipstick there. I did try and get the shading in the ears to work better, but it just wasn't working, so yeah. I managed to find this red pastel and I thought that this could work really well for the blush in the cheeks. And I never used like a pastel before on a custom pony, so this was like me experimenting and just hoping for the best that it would work. So I wasn't really know what I was doing, so I was just like putting it on the cheeks like that. Then I just went in with like a paintbrush to try and blend it out, but it just wasn't working. So then I went in with my fingers and I started to smudge it, and then it began magic happened and it started to work, and I was like, yes, it's working, I'm getting like the result that I want, and it was working so well, and I'm like so happy that I found like a pastel just to put some blush on my pony that actually looked pretty decent. So yeah. So this is what the blush in the cheeks turned out to look like, and it works so well, so perfectly, and I'm so happy on how it turned out. So I'm just, yes, this is exactly what I want. So yay! Now I'm going in with a pen, I'm painting in a tiny heart just like above the cheek, and this is what the little beauty mark heart turned out to look like, and I'm really happy on how it looks. Now, as I said previously, I didn't like the shading in the ears, so I'm just going to paint over that and get rid of it. Just to brighten up the catch lights in the eyes, I'm going in with some white acrylic paint. I'm just painting over them just to brighten them up, and I'm also painting over the whites of the eyes as well. So now this is what the face looks like. So now the painting and everything is all done. Now here is the head and the body all fully painted with all of the details. Now it's time to seal all of my paint in by using my matte Mod Podge, and I'm using matte Mod Podge so the surface does not look shiny, and I'm just using a paintbrush to put all of this all over the pony's head and body. So this is what the head and the body now look like with all the Mod Podge all over it. And this is what it looks like when all the Mod Podge is all dry and everything is sealed in. Now I'm going back in with the hairdryer to soften up the head a bit and the neck hole, so I can gently ease it onto the neck plug. And unfortunately I didn't manage to capture it on camera, but it did successfully work, so yay! So now this is what they look like. So now I'm gonna go and fetch them up with a main wig and a tail wig, and then we will see the final result. So here is the final result of our queen pony. Da, 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 da! Here they are, so now let's take a closer look at them. So I did give them a crown, and I did paint in the little jewels on the crown using acrylic paint, and I did not use Mod Podge, I just like painted it straight on there. Here's what the cutie mark turned out to look like. I know it looks a bit sludgy and a bit messy, but it's meant to be like a stained glass window, and I also did that on the other side of the pony as well. Here is a closer look at the gold and yellow hooves, which I love because I just love the colour yellow, and I love like the yellow hooves, like yee. Taking a closer look at the wig that I've made, this is like the first ever wig that I made like this, so it kind of went wrong. It was like a failed experiment. As you can see, like there's glue all over the head and it's rock hard. This is just Mod Podge, by the way. So I am definitely going to make a new wig for them, since I think I know what I'm doing now. I usually make like 1700s wigs, but I haven't made like a wig like this before, so this was just an experiment. So yes, it is removable as well. As I said, I kind of want them to give them like different hairstyles and different hair colours for like different occasions, for like any skit or series sort of thing. So if they have a ball and they need like to do the hair differently, like, oh, I want to be like blonde today, or I want to have pink hair today, they can have anything they want. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give them like the accessibility of limitless hairstyles and hair colours. So to do that, I am going to give them wigs. So yeah, I need to make them a new black wig, and the wigs just like simply slide onto the pony's head like so. And black is meant to be like their natural hair colour, so let's like just pretend like this actually isn't a wig, if you know what I'm saying. So let's just keep that little secret in between like you and me. So like the black hair isn't actually a wig, wink wink, even though it is, cough cough. Because black is meant to be like the natural hair colour of the pony, so it's not like a black wig, wink wink. And yes, it is the same for the tail as well. Here's what the tail looks like. Naturally black tail, but it is also removable. So yes, I am giving this pony tail wigs as well. So I am going to take off this wig again so we can have a closer look at the winged eyeliner and the eyes and the blush. I love like the gradient in this eye specifically, because like the other eye isn't that good because it's a bit like smushy and smudged and stuff, and there's like the little beauty mark of like the black heart there. I love that. And there's the blush, and I did paint in some red lipstick using my acrylic paints, of course, not actually using actual lipstick, obviously. Here is the job of the back transplant that I did with the clear. It's a bit meh, it's a bit crap, but yeah, it's just a bit meh, and there's like a bit of like paint there. It's kind of like trying to peel off. I have to be careful of that because I don't want it like to peel off like anything that's on like the body of the pony. So yeah, this is what the back looks like. It doesn't look too bad for like a first try and stuff. There's some like hairs sticking out there, and I need to get the scissors or something. I don't know what's going on here. Like, look at that. I might try and trim that off carefully. So yeah, that's what the back looks like. I found like these little stick-on jewels from like a fortune teller Halloween kit, because I really want to put like jewels like on the pony like the design idea has. But when I actually like stick a jewel on the head, I feel like they look way too much like an actual fortune teller more than a queen, which is not what I want. So yeah, you can see what I mean. They look like too fortune teller-ish, and I don't like that, and I don't know if it looks kind of like cheap and tacky, so I need to find like better like jewels to stick on the face. So looking back at my design idea, as you can see, there's like two little jewels like on the head there and two like near the eye, and I didn't have time to make like the jewelry, unfortunately, and I need to make a necklace and everything. So yeah, they just need like jewelry and stuff. It's kind of like a tear shape sort of gem I need, and this is what they look like. It's like online versus when it comes sort of thing. It's not, yeah, that jewel isn't really doing much justice, I don't think, so I need to find like some smaller gems, I think, for this pony for it to work. Maybe I don't know if I'll like come around with this specific jewel for the pony, but for now I'm just going to take it off. So this is Queen Magda. I really like how they have turned out, and I'm really happy that I found something that works really well for like the blush for like the cheeks of the pony. So the reason why I made this pony is because I really want to make like a medieval series, and this pony is such an important character. They are like the main character of like my ideas that I'm like writing down and everything. So yeah, I really want to make like a medieval series. I don't want to give like too much away or anything. I don't know when it's gonna happen, so yeah, I have a lot of planning to do. There's like loads of like series ideas that I have, and it's just hard to like it's just really easy to be overwhelmed by like everything and all of like the ideas that I have, and I really hope that I do take action of them and like make things that I really want to make like a series. Please, like, pray for me to get things done. Anyway, that is about it for this video. Be free to leave a cheeky little like and a friendly little comment, and if you haven't already, be free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you all so much for watching, and bye!